Welcome to Thomas Sensei. In this video, we are going to talk about what documents I should have with me when I go for my F1 interview. So very basic documents what you need your passport, you need your I-20, print out your DS-160. So these are kind of approval, your transcripts from school, your GPS score card, if you have that one separate from the transcript, so get that one as well. Your bank statement, your any loan approval documents. So even these documents are not required by the interview. They are not going to be like, okay, show me your loan document. So that's not really required. But what if you need to provide enough evidence? So let's say if I will ask you, hey, you know what, who's going to sponsor you? You say my dad is sponsoring me and he has $20,000 in the account, and your actual expenses are $35,000 per year. So then you need how about remaining $15,000? So in that one, let's say your dad is gonna already applied for a loan and he got the pre-approval and all that. So you say, oh, my dad has gotten the pre-approval for the loan for next 2 years, and he has $50,000 for the loan, and that's got approved for his name. Now you don't have any evidence, but it's good to have it. So once you give to the visa officer, he will see that, oh, okay, so he has already applied for the loan and he did his pre-approval letter for the loan. So any supporting documents you feel that like, okay, that can help. Let's say you applied, your dad has for first year he has $30,000 that pays your whole tuition, but for next years, if we will visa officer ask you what's the plan, how your dad is going to pay the remaining money for next 3 or 4 years, whatever you have, or maybe bachelor degree or a PhD or whatever. So you are going to say, oh, my dad is going to get pension, and that's how it is. So they will ask you, okay, it's good to have it like a document, say, okay, here is the transcript for my dad pension account. So that shows like, okay, this is the total money he has, maybe $50,000 in his pension account, or if you say, oh, my dad is thinking to sell the property, and that property is worth of $200,000, and that's in the middle of the Mumbai or wherever city you are telling, and here are some documents you don't have to have the actual document. You can have photocopies and say, hey, here is the document or property my dad's own, and he's planning to sell it once I will settle down for first 6 months, and he's planning to sell it, or this is the property he's renting. So have any document that can be helpful according to your situation. So again, you're gonna have your passport, you're gonna have your I-20, you're going to have your DS-160 filled. Like, okay, at least you have in front of you. You can kind of take a look before you even get into interview what you have written there, and prepare yourself. Then on top of that, like okay, financial documents, you are going to have your all educational documents, any job experience letters. So if somebody asks you, tell me you're coming back to your country, and one of the questions pop up right there, okay, yes, I would love to come back to my country. I'm going to get higher education because my company is seeking for the employees who have good skills in as a communication skills, and also as a technical skills, and this master degree is going to get me there, and my company already have given me offer. If I come back, they will ask me to rejoin the company with higher salary. So if at this time you have the letter from the company saying, okay, if this guy comes back and we will rehire him, so that's the great point that you get that letter right away and show that like, oh, okay, the guy is telling he has enough evidences. Even you can just communicate. A visa officer is not going to probably ask you like, show me that letter, but it's good to have it. So anything that you can think of is a supportive, and you can with your answers. So when you're going to prepare your questions and interview answers, and for each of the answer, go ahead, and if there is any evidence document, you can have it, and supportive document, you can have it. I will suggest take with you, and while you are communicating at the same time, you can pull that document, show to the visa officer, and it will help to get your F1 visa approved. So thanks very much for watching, and I wish you all the best with your F1 visa interview. I will see you guys in the next video.